Hey, you! You're listening to the podcast network of Gamefully Unemployed because you're an untouchable success. To support us and gain access to great exclusive shows like our brand new Supernatural watch-along Himboos, head over to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. You'll also get your lucky little mitts on hundreds of episodes of our other exclusive shows like Tom and Jeff Watch Batman, Star Trek The Next Futurama, Spiel Boys, and the complete series of Fox Mulder is a Maniac. We do movie nights, game streaming, regular mini-series and surprise shows, and you can even commission your own podcast about anything you want, within reason. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain by heading to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. That's patreon.com/GAMEFULLY unemployed. Probably don't need help with that word.
We're in the computer right now. We're in the computer.
That's where we live.
Yeah. We're there. We're in the grid. It's awesome here.
Honestly, why would we want to go anywhere else?
I don't know.
We can zap ourselves into an old Commodore.
Yeah.
We can make a palace. We can make a little house like a little STEM house in Malibu. You know that one house that's in that one Malibu mansion that they use in every movie?
Oh yeah, we can have that.
We can make that on like a little stem.
Yeah.
In the middle of a digital river. In just an old computer, and we can live there like Jeff Bridges.
It's so stupid.
The grid,
Hi,
man.
everybody.
It's the grid. Hello.
The grid is great. My name is David Bell.
My name is Tom Ryman.
And we just watched Tron Ares.
Tron Ares.
Neutron. He's Neutron.
Neutron.
Just say
Jimmy
Neutron. Yes.
Jared Neutron.
Did anyone see the movie Tron?
No.
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 No. No.
No.
Yes. I mean, no. No.
I haven't had a single thought about this movie since I watched it.
No.
So I'm literally right now
It entirely
trying to
passed
think about
through
it.
me. Yeah.
I mean, listen. I guess we could talk about our
It's
Tron
as though
history.
I was just redigitized back into the world from a laser beam.
Yeah. Tom, are you a Tron fan?
Kind of. Not super hardcore. Like, I think it's kind of neat. I love retrofuturism. And
Yeah.
Tron Legacy is pretty sweet. Like, that's pretty boss.
Yeah, I really like Tron Legacy. It's funny, we've talked about this before where people have pointed this out where they're like, who's making these Trons? Like the first Tron was like kind of a cult hit, but not really. It was always kind of a joke.
None of them have been box office successes.
Yeah, and none of them have been like critic darlings. It's not like Blade
they're all
Runner.
very middling reviews.
Yeah. So it feels like there's somebody at Disney, some executive who's like older than us, who's just like, we need another Tron, and they're like, sir, we really don't. And they're
It's
like,
the
do as
racist-
I say.
It's the racism meme. We're just spinning the drill tweet. We're spinning a wheel. Tron?
Tron, yeah,
Tron?
no, and it feels like they're making Trons just for me. Ultimately, where I'm like, yeah, I could go for another Tron.
Sure, it's time. It's been 10
Yeah.
years or so. 15 maybe.
Yeah, the first Tron is rather boring and quaint, I think. It's fun.
Right, but it looks cool. And that's kind of the
Yes.
whole point of Tron.
Yes, the first they all look cool. Tron Legacy, I do think is peak Tron, which I think
That's
is controversial.
Best Tron. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's best Tron.
I think
Although
so too.
it's hard to get...
And that's Joseph Kosinski.
It's Joseph Kosinski from...
Yeah.
Top Gun Maverick and
Yeah.
F1, which I have not seen, but well, you know, that's a Sunday afternoon dad movie. I can settle in and watch that.
For sure.
But the look of the original is so cool, and the way that they did it is so
Unique?
ingenious.
I mean,
yeah,
it
really,
was a
really
lot of-
inventive.
Yeah, a lot of it was actually just animation.
Yeah,
But there's a great making of where it's like wild, where the 3D stuff it was so early 3D. It wasn't the first, but like the making of, they talk about how they just are on these computers looking at basically lines of code, and they're like, okay, we think if we do reading this code, we think that'll result in the bit character or in the light cycle. Like, okay, We think, and then they would send it off, and basically they wouldn't see it until it was too late to like change it. Like, it's kind of how CGI is down now, but there was like no previs. Like, it was just like, we're gonna look at these numbers, and we're pretty sure that'll look this way.
Yeah. Hopefully, this is gonna look like a rad motorcycle.
Yeah, and if it doesn't, well, I don't know, not make the movie, I guess. I don't know.
Otherwise, it's either gonna look rad or completely stupid.
Yeah, and then Tron. I think Tron Legacy is not that
Tron
practical, but it's more practical than you'd think.
Yeah, and it's the scope of it is bigger, and it looks much sleeker, which is cool to me too, but in a different way.
Yeah,
and it's
Tron
just
Legacy.
it's as a movie as a whole, it's just better. But there's something that the look of the original is so classic, and the effects are so interesting how they did it, and they look so cool. And I was really excited when they did that sequence in this one that was mimicking the old effects.
Yes, it was so pandering, and I loved it.
Sure.
It's very
but that's the thing. Pandering to who? That's what we're trying to figure out here.
And I guess that's where I want to start. Is Tron is stupid.
Yes, it is monumentally stupid.
Yeah, the first Tron is, I believe, about a guy trying to print something. Mostly, that's what it's about.
It's a guy trying to print a file because David Warner wants to steal his game, and then he gets sucked into the game by mistake.
Right.
And programs are people. They're just so people running around in there.
What if computers were cities and programs were people?
Right, it was a real little life down in there. You guys know. You guys get it.
It was made in a
Inside
time.
Out, but computers.
Yeah, it was made. Yes, it's magical. It's not sci-fi. Like Tron is not a sci-fi
No, it's
story.
magic.
Yeah.
I mean, they incorporate some stuff into this, like 3D printing. It was like, oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah. But that's the thing. It's always been fantasy. It's just that when the first Tron came out, it was that era of sci-fi where we're like, maybe. And it's
right.
like, no, not
computers
at all.
were still firmly in the magic territory in a lot of people's minds and in mainstream culture.
It's literally someone looked at a circuit board and went, that kind of looks like a city. Ooh, what if?
It was.
Yeah.
That's how great
And
ideas
so-
happen, man.
I really, weird word, but I respect the sequels continuing that stupidity.
Right.
Like in this movie, they have a hacking scene, and then they have the little guys literally breaking in, and I'm like,
they're
that's
doing
so
like
dumb.
Black Ops.
Yeah.
Fucking Zero Dark 30 to hack into this lady's the rival CEO's private files.
Incredibly stupid idea.
Yeah, it's like the Blade Runner sequel where it remained in that version of the future.
Yeah. But it's a very stupid version. There's
in
water.
both, but yes. Like,
Why
it's
is there
much
water?
dumber in Tron. It's infinitely dumber in Tron.
They're on a boat. They do a boat chase in the grid, and they go like underwater. And
Why
she's, like,
is
holding
there
her
water? Why
she-
is there water in Tron in the
She
grid?
holds the water, and it's like little bits or something, and I'm like, that still doesn't make any sense.
This movie taught me what bit means, provided Jared Leto wasn't lying.
Right.
Binary digit. I never knew that.
Oh, really?
If
I
that's
learned that a
true,
long
if
time
that's
ago.
accurate.
I'm pretty sure, without looking it up.
I never knew what that meant. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Never thought about it.
Yeah, so Jared Leto's in this.
He
so,
is,
like,
and he's fun.
Yeah, here's the thing about Jared Leto.
He's doing basic Android, but he's having fun with it.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, is like putting aside the cult island and the grooming. Let's go ahead and let's take that. Let's just put it, let's zap it in the computer. We'll put it aside.
Yeah.
As an actor, this is kind of as good as it gets, because I realized like he mostly excels as pretty guys who don't have that much of a personality. Like that's sort of what his thing is.
Yeah.
He's evil Keanu Reeves. Like he's the evil twin of Keanu Reeves.
You nailed it. Yeah, you really nailed it.
Which makes me go like, just get Keanu Reeves. But
I mean, I don't want to take anything away from. Don't want to take anything away from Jared Leto.
I want to take his island away.
I want to take a lot away from Jared Leto. Actually, his island, that beard. No, you can keep the beard. But Jared Leto is a better actor than Keanu is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. for sure.
Yeah.
But like he always shows up, and it's sort of like I
mean,
wish he
sometimes
didn't, but like
he plays a good scumbag in Panic Room.
yeah, he's great in
Sometimes
Blade
he's
Runner.
the Joker.
Oh fuck, I forgot
Sometimes
he was the Joker.
the fucking Joker. But yeah, Blade Runner, he's good. He's also playing kind of an android.
Exactly. And so in this, I'm like, this works.
Yeah, it's a little Spock. It's a little Data.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't asked the question, what do you think of this movie?
I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
When
it
it's
is the third best
when it's
Tron.
cooking, it's cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's the third Tron. But like when this movie nails it is when the soundtrack just keeps on thrumming. There's very few moments in this movie. It's 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah.
Not Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, specifically 9 Inch Nails.
Right.
Although the two of them are producers on this movie. But when this movie's really working is when it's just that soundtrack is just thrumming along and you're in the grid and you're just vibing. Tron is a vibe.
Yes.
I don't think that's controversial.
No,
and it's just vibing and you're operating on dream logic because it's the grid and you're just in it. And the movie's 2 hours long, but it doesn't feel that way when you're in these scenes and when it's really cooking. That's when the movie works.
Yeah, it helps when you're really stoned.
You don't have to be, but yeah,
you don't have to be, yeah.
I bet it's fun. Man, if you took mushrooms and watched this movie, holy shit! But
it's
like
2001.
It's kind of like going to the planetarium and just chilling out. Like that probably doesn't sound like a very appealing movie, and it may not be for you. But like I said, Tron's a vibe, and the grid looks cool. It's very. If you played Cyberpunk 2077, and one of your favorite activities is just getting in one of those cars and just driving around Night City with the radio on and just existing in that world. Right. That's what Tron is when it's doing its job.
Yes.
And that's what I'm talking about. That's like the kind of vibe that this movie has.
Yeah, the sequels are at least extended ads for albums.
Yes.
They're like, yeah.
Yeah. I own both soundtracks.
Exactly. They excel as soundtracks. And they're like, what if we had a movie too to go along with this? And they're like, yeah, why not?
It's like a concept album.
It really is. And so like, that's all to say if someone says to me.
It's like kicking back to watch Dark Side of the Moon. Sorry.
Yeah. No, if someone said to me, Tron sucks, I'd say, sure. Like if someone's like, I hate Tron, I'm like, yeah, that's understandable. Tron is very unprecious to me. It takes itself very seriously in like a Dune way, except stupid.
Right. But there's a hint of it's not winking and it's not ironic. But like,
no.
I think Tron is aware that it's stupid.
It seems to be.
But it understands that it has to take itself very seriously.
Yes.
That's part of the vibe.
And that is, I think, my critique of this movie. It had too much plot, and it wasn't stupid enough. There
was too much plot.
Yeah, mind you, it's plenty stupid. Like the exposition is like, there's a part where they're doing like exposition while driving 90 miles per hour in a car, and they're just talking, and I just thought that was so funny.
It was
because they're
funny.
they have to cram it in when they can, and to their credit, they don't try to cram a romance in, for example. It is very funny, though, where these scenes kind of fly by and they're like, we're bonding right now. We're bonding. Okay, we've bonded. Next scene. And so, like, they have to, like, do the work. I like that they brought it into the real world or the user world or off-grid or whatever.
Oh, yeah. That's another thing I'll say about the Tron sequels is they escalate.
Yeah. Should we explain what this is about?
Do you care? Do you guys care?
Yeah.
It's Tron. You can't. Go ahead, Dave.
Evan Peters is Dillinger.
Yeah,
so that's,
he fucking is. There's a lot of paintings of David Warner in this movie.
Yeah.
In case you were worried, his face is all over the place.
Yep. Gillian Anderson's his hot British mom, even though he's not British.
Doesn't matter.
We talked about because I kept being like, oh man, is Gillian Anderson going to cancel out Jared Leto? Unfortunately, she's not in it enough I'm like, I wanted more Gillian Anderson.
She and
but
Evan
whatever.
Peters aren't in it that much. Most of their scenes are together. Actually, I think
Yeah.
all of her scenes are with him.
Yeah. We start.
But they're two
On-
delightful maniacs. So
Yeah. We start on Greta Lee, who's playing it really like a Tron character. And what I mean is, like, she doesn't emote much in this.
she's pretty not good.
Yeah. I mean, again, it works for me.
Again,
I'm
it's
like,
Tron.
no one emotes in Tron. That's,
No,
again,
it's
it's
against the rules.
like, yeah.
I mean, except Arturo Castro.
Right. So she's like a billionaire.
Yeah.
And our
She's a-
main character.
Yep. And there's something I wanted to comment on here. The first thing they say is they credit her as being the visionary programmer who rebooted this franchise.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
keep
they
calling
do.
her visionary for rebooting an existing
Right, you're right. That doesn't
franchise.
make any sense.
Like this movie is celebrating the idea of not creating anything yourself.
It really is a like
and it's
mediocre
hard-
billionaire.
Yeah, it's like about celebrating mediocre billionaires for like resurrecting old properties that an actual like auteur unique mind invented 45 years ago. And it's also shameless AI propaganda.
Yes. I thought it was interesting. I'm glad I don't think they used AI to make this.
Some of those David Warner paintings were suspect, but
Oh yeah, maybe, yeah.
who knows?
Yeah, but I don't think
I don't
they're
want to
like
be one of those creeps who just says that's AI because I don't like it.
Yeah, it just seems like you could see a world where Tron, the series, would go like, we're going to introduce the first AI actress. You know, like you could see them doing that as a stunt for Tron, and that would be a real shame. But
What I
it's-
would actually
it's-
see them doing as a stunt for Tron is doing something to mimic it, like going in and going into the cells and painting like
Right.
maladroit shit onto a person to make it look like it was AI generated. I feel like
Right.
that would be the Tron. That would
Yeah,
be
because-
in the spirit of Tron.
that's the thing about Tron is the moment they start kicking it to AI, I would be like, I'm not interested anymore because for me it's about human effort making something look artificial and trippy and
100%.
cool.
That's what's fun
Yeah.
about Tron. Yeah, it's the retrofuturism. I don't want a computer telling me what that is.
Yeah.
It's a total thought experiment.
Yeah. But yeah, this is so Evan Peters is like, I'm going to use, so it's an arms race to see who can bring the critters out of the digital world, and they can only survive for 29 minutes, unless it's Olivia Wilde, who I assume is still alive from Tron Legacy.
They hint at that, yeah.
Yeah.
At the end, he's trying to find her.
Yes. And I'm glad because that really bummed me out when I was like, did that mean at the ending of Tron Legacy she disintegrated? And like that's a bummer.
Well, no, we see her survive for like an hour at least. They've ran off into the sunset. But yeah, you're right. That didn't occur to me. That didn't occur to me until we saw her photograph at the end.
Oh yeah.
But when they show it, they're specifically talking about like I need to find her and get the because she's not.
Yeah, I appreciate that they pointed. They brought in Tron Legacy a little bit. So it's fighting billionaires. She's good billionaire. He's bad billionaire.
Right, but
they're
the
looking-
distinction is really funny. Like she's
Yeah.
virtuous because she stole Flynn's code,
Yes, but she's going to use it to make oranges.
and he's evil because he's trying to steal Flynn's code from her.
Yes.
And the funny thing, like, so they're looking for. Apparently, this code is hidden like buried treasure. So it starts with her and Arturo Castro having to find it like on a frozen mountaintop.
Yes,
like
it was
Tomb Raider.
like national treasure.
What
It
the
was
fuck are we
great.
doing? So she finds it in this hidden computer that her sister left. I guess she has real bad. She's a real bad case of dead sister.
Yeah, she does. And like, yeah, again, she basically inherited all this stuff.
She did.
She has a
It's
chip
like-
on her shoulder about
Right,
it.
she inherited all of it, and it's like, are you related to Flynn? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, so
Just-
she's presented as virtuous because they're the ones that have Flynn's code. Like they don't
Right.
they don't
But
make
again,
anything.
they're gonna use it to
They don't
solve
make
world
anything
hunger.
themselves.
Yeah. They're going to solve world hunger with it when Evan Peters
Yeah,
is going to
yeah.
do War on Demand.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
there's a- but-
is very more clearly good and evil, but
I know, yeah. And then Hassan Minaj, I was like, they're setting him up to be like kind of a dick, but they do the thing where they're like, he's great too. He literally does a cool hack and he goes, "That's why I have the corner office." And I was like, oh man.
Yeah, that was
Jesus Christ.
That was weird.
Billionaires.
They're really, really kissing up to billionaires.
Yeah.
So they find the code, the double helix. It's the permanence code. And as deep as this movie gets is when Jared Leto meets Jeff Bridges later. Jeff Bridges is like, I should have called it the impermanence code. Meditation on what makes life special is the impermanence. But
it would be funny once Jared Leto, spoilers, gets the permanence code. He's like, wait, 60 years? I'm already like 40. Like,
that's okay. You can have this back.
Yeah.
I'd rather be an immortal fucking android.
You die? You what? Oh, God. No, God. It's also just it's a DNA helix that he like hands to him, and then it's like, I have it now, and I'm like, how does that work?
It's Tron,
like,
Dave.
I know.
I should slap you for asking that question.
I know, it's so
He's
funny,
a program that's a man with a beard. Like, how is that?
Yeah, so Jared
Did he
Leto
code that in there?
Yeah, Jared Leto
Also, it's Jared Leto, and he looks like Jesus. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know the era.
So he's Ares, he's
Leto.
the soldier. He basically...
Master Control. He's a security program.
Yeah, and so, like, Evan Peters is like selling him to the army and not telling anybody, oh, it dies in 29 minutes. Then you have Athena, Jodie Turner-Smith, where I was like, why isn't she the fucking star of this?
She's a good villain.
Yeah. Oh, I guess
her
it
as
was
the
just
villain.
like,
yeah.
She pops. She's amazing.
Their
she was my
relationship
favorite
is very
person
good.
in
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
I really liked their relationship. And one thing, I teased the movie for its meditation on life a second ago, but I did appreciate the callback of the rain.
I liked that. It was also stupid because it was like, how is she going to get out of this?
I appreciated it.
Really
it worked.
Late.
I mean, movies are about remarkable coincidences, right?
Yes.
Otherwise, there's not a story. So, like, how does she get out of this? That's a perfect. It's related to the story. It ties back to something we've seen. It ties into her relationship with Ares. It's as good as it gets.
That's
honestly.
True. Yeah.
Like the sprinklers go off and she stops because it's fallen on her skin, and it makes her think of what Jared Leto said about feeling the rain earlier. And she's like, I don't understand what you mean. And it makes her stop long enough that she disintegrates.
Yeah,
anyway.
Rain's great. It's like being
Rain's
pissed
awesome.
on.
You guys ever?
Pissed
It's like getting pissed on by God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, anyway, the thing. Okay, so they find this fucking code in the mountaintops.
Yeah.
And it has to be secret because Evan Peters is looking for it too.
Yes.
So she calls Hassan Minaj, and it's like, because he's doing a like Blizzard Con to reveal their new game, which is again is just a reboot of Flynn's game. And this is also like a Metalocalypse universe where like their video game is the biggest thing in the world.
Yeah,
and it's like its own economy.
It.
But I mean, that was Tron. That's Tron. That's just been Tron from the beginning.
Oh yeah.
They're like the two biggest companies in the world. Anyhow, so she's racing to him from Alaska to bring him the Helix code so that they can show to the investors that they have an orange that can last forever. They can 3D print food now.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But they're like, but Evan Peters must not discover this chip. So she lands her plane and gets on, she has it on a little USB drive and puts it in her motorcycle jacket, and she gets on her motorcycle and speeds off. Ares finds her in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And then from that, he traces back and finds the code in Alaska in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And then in 30 seconds, Evan Peters has dispatched Ares and Athena to chase her down in the street and murder her and take the code that she obviously found in Alaska and flew to here. So it's like, okay, like, I understand that he's like the Empire and he's like technologically superior, and it's because he's dirty and underhanded and stuff. But it's not only because of that.
Right.
It seems clear to me that it's not only because he's a thief that he's ahead.
No,
You guys didn't attempt to cover your tracks at all.
No,
Like-
so this is one of the issues.
Like he just,
this is why I'm like,
he just seems better at this.
Yeah.
Sorry.
no, this is why I was like less story because
Yeah.
Greta Lee, they have to. She's a billionaire. So like in this scene, she's like, okay, I got to get this code. Let me get on my bike and drive alone down the street. And I'm like,
She
you
is
could
the most
have-
kidnappable human being in that city.
Yeah, get on a
Like-
helicopter, have a fleet. I
And
don't
what
know
fucking
why.
happens? She gets kidnapped, Dave.
Yeah.
She gets kidnapped by a rival company.
But it swaps back and forth between that and her running in and going, I'll give you 10 grand for your phone. And I'm like, so she has like no struggles. And that's hard for a main
None at all.
character. She
Yeah.
can walk into any room and go, I'll just give you 10 grand. Here, give me that. Or like she has people. Like at the end, it's like she has a team of people that are just like, she doesn't have to convince. Like when Hassan Minaj comes in and is like, what are you talking about? I thought they were setting him up to be like kind of a prick and maybe like push back or like I took over your company. But no, he's just part of her team.
He's just another helpful guy.
Yeah, so she's just like, it's just like all these geniuses getting together to fight this. And I'm like, there's no underdogs here. And
No.
it's weird.
Right. It's just like two kind of equally powerful billionaires, it seems. Although it
Yeah.
is funny that Evan Peters is waging open war, like just printing war machines
I
that
love how
have
that-
that all but have his name on the side of them.
That really gets away from him.
It really
and it's
does.
so funny.
They start printing themselves like fucking
really like
Horizon,
that.
and he's like, "Oh man, this really got out of hand."
Yeah, that's the thing. So, like, this movie has some great elements, and I wish they kind of boiled it down.
Yeah.
Weirdly, I don't need Jared Leto's journey, but I mean, Evan Peters
Well, I liked
basically
it.
he's
That was kind of the thrust of the film.
I'm not
but I
saying they
see what-
shouldn't. Yeah, I guess the core. So Evan Peters is basically like, give me that thing, and he goes to Athena, and he's like, I need that at any means necessary, and she just goes, okay, right in that code. Now you're locked out of this shit. I'm just going to self-replicate. I'm just going to take over everything.
Watch what you say to the robot, man.
And I guess that 29-minute loop plus that, I'm like, I wish that was the first act.
That's
him saying to her
It's a
that.
good offer, yeah.
Yeah, and then they just start taking over the world, and they are on these 29-minute loops where
Right,
they're
it was
trying
weird
to
that they
like.
crushed it all into Act 3.
Yeah. I also wish there was one. I thought they were going to do it a few times where they said we have 29 minutes. I thought they were going to play those out in real time, and I don't think they ever really do. Maybe at the end. But I was like,
maybe, but
that's such a good action thing where I was like, I kind of want the movie to be a series of 29-minute loops, like 3, maybe 4, if you could fit it, and just like cool music to these loops and like fights and like these things coming out and like trying to find the permanence code every 29 minutes. I was like, I'm into that. Like, give me something like that.
less time in the grid though, it sounds like, and that's where
I
I'm
know,
really
that's the
vibing.
thing.
Yeah.
Is that
I
the
did
other ones
like
have
it
always
was
been.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dave.
Oh no, it's just the other ones that were always this guy gets captured into the grid, and that is kind of the
That's
offer of
true,
Tron.
yeah. And this is Tron does, like we were just saying, Tron does escalate, and the big offer of this one is Tron in the real world. The bikes are in the real world. The fucking ship shows up in the end.
Yeah.
Although I have a feeling the budget was originally a bit bigger. Like this is not a mid-budget movie by any means, but well, maybe it is actually. I didn't look it up. It doesn't feel like one. But it felt like the ending scene, maybe there were supposed to be multiple ships. Like it felt like it maybe was
single
supposed
ship
to be
felt-
a little bit more at the end. But anyway, that's a minor complaint. But it does escalate. I mean, that's the way it obviously was going to escalate. So you're right. Maybe I don't know.
It's hard
The grid
because
is so
I do
cool,
agree.
though.
I love the grid. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, but like for a third Tron,
Yeah, what else were
where
you
it's
going to
like
do? Yeah.
exactly where it's like okay, when they sucked her off in this one.
Excuse me.
I almost had forgotten that was going to happen. I was like, right, she has to go into the grid, doesn't she? But she's not in there very
You're right.
long.
Yeah, it's sort of. I had forgotten about that too.
And I think you could do a version where where it's like that 29-minute loop and it escalates where it's like an alien invasion. That's got to be weird for the world, by the way. That's like if Duke Nukem showed up and you're like, what the fuck? Because their video game, the ships are like from their video game and stuff. But
yeah. It's like it is like the Futurama episode. The Tron ship is basically a space invader.
Yeah, it's a Pixels.
It's a Pixels. The Pixels is going down. Actually, no, that could have worked because you just that's what you cut to. You cut to her in the grid. You go back and forth between her and the grid, and then the story of them in 29-minute loops.
Exactly. And you do something where it's like, I have to go in the grid to solve this permanence code thing. And she goes on an adventure that brings her into the Flynn grid. Like, oh, we get old Tron. Because I loved old Tron. It was great.
He would have hidden it somewhere. Well, actually, no. He wouldn't have. That's true. He wouldn't have hidden it someplace you could access it on the grid. He would have hidden it where he hid it.
You have an Aragorn and you have a Frodo, and she's the Frodo, basically.
Yeah.
Meaning that you have like this war happening on Earth that's huge and epic, and you have her like in there doing this is a
very
common
small personal story. Yeah, very common. Yeah.
It's an Emmerich code too, where it's like, okay, you have your Jeff Goldblum giving them the cold, and then you have your
an epic
president.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I think I think it could have started with Evan Peters giving that order early on, and then just like it escalating and going out of hand immediately. Like, I like Evan Peters, but like you could have killed him off early, and just had Athena be like, "No, this is my show now."
Yeah, this is no. You said any means necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, watch what you say to the robot.
Yeah. No. And so, like, I don't know, you could have this really cool Tron soundtrack to, like, the light cycles zipping around fucking
cutting
the
a lot of cop cars in half.
Oh, yeah. Just slicing those cop cars.
Yep. Fucking those jets up.
Yeah. And then Greta Lee is just doing motorcycle shit on the grid, has to meet Jeff Bridges. That's why I mean is, like, Jared Leto has a decent arc, but I'm like, in my version of it, I don't really need him. I don't really need him. Like, he would be the Aragorn. He would be like whatever good guy is fighting.
It definitely could be there without being the primary or only arc or like only story. Like, you could definitely shorten it a bit.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's interesting. Sorry, real quick.
Oh no.
That they paint again. They're painting Evan Peters as being so much more villainous than Greta Lee, but it's like, again, they're both inherited wealth. They're both generational wealth. Like, it's funny that they paint such a villainous character of Evan Peters when it's like he's not that much different from our hero. It's just like, oh, he steals things and is willing to kill people. But otherwise, they're identical. They inherited everything. They haven't created anything new themselves. They've never really hit any struggles in their lives.
I have a weird take. Is that weirdly watching this, I found this refreshing that it's weird to say, but like as a storyteller, when a movie introduces a billionaire, like with an attitude, like Hassan Minaj in this, like when he was introduced, I was like, oh, here we go, bad guy. And it was actually refreshing to be like, oh, I guess he's nice. Don't get me wrong, the overall message is weird.
Yeah.
But
it's a weird message.
Yeah, but as a piece of storytelling, I was like, oh, what a neat little twist on the billionaire. Is that like, yeah, he's a nice guy.
And you know, that's a trope too, where it's like the guy that's been a dick the whole time. When the chips are down, he comes through and you're like, I guess that dick was all right. Like Dennis Franz in Die Hard 2.
It's interesting with him because he could be the guy who's like, she had everything handed to her. I'm going to take over. I'm the real programmer. They never really make him a bad guy at all. He's just kind of, he's just kind of short at times with people. And he's kind of like,
understandably, he's in a stressful situation.
Yeah. They never say this is a bad guy, but they clearly indicate this is the beginning of a bad guy, and they don't do that. So I just found that interesting. Whereas, and then she's just like an angel billionaire.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's, it's our it's the current snake
That's the
bit
thing.
blockbuster trend of being scared to have main characters that have any kind of flaws. They're all
But
like
yeah,
billionaire
just so weird.
biochemists that know karate and are space
Right.
pilots.
it's so weird for Tron. And the Tron
Right,
fan
it's weird
in
for
me,
Tron. Yeah,
because Flynn is an underdog who's dealing with the rich guy lording
yeah.
over him.
He's like a hippie. Like he's one of the early day programmer types who made a game like in his garage.
Right. And then what's his name in Tron Legacy is the idea
I
is
genuinely can't remember what actor he is.
is he son of Flynn? He's Flynn's
He's
son.
son
though.
of Flynn. Yeah, he's Sam Flynn, who is
He-
also vanished in this movie, presumably also somewhere in the grid.
Yeah, yeah. But he rejected the company and
Oh, that's
like
right.
is
He fucked off with Olivia Wilde. That's right.
Oh yeah, but no, I mean at the beginning he's an underdog. He's a very rich underdog, mind you. He's also, if you remember in that, he's like a spoiled rich kid basically who can do whatever he wants. But the idea is it's like, when are you going to take over your father's company? Like they give him underdog qualities. And this one, they kind of cram in a dead sister, and it feels like a note, like it feels like a producer note of like, we need to feel empathy for this character.
She rarely comes up, the dead sister.
She doesn't factor in. She doesn't really factor
really at all.
in.
Like it's hard for me to even understand what the influence is there.
Yeah, I think it's them going, we need to make her sympathetic somehow. Let's just give her dead sister. Let's give
Yeah.
her something to make her
Yeah.
a quote unquote underdog. And it's like, not really though. And so it's weird because like I almost think you could do the opposite. Start with her being a villain and have her arc be like, oh, these programs that I've been like using have souls. You know what I mean? Like have her slowly realize that she like this matters. You know what I mean? Like that's I think what this needed is like, if you're going to start with this like head of a corporation, which they've been, you know, as these Trons go on, it's like increasingly about the corporations. Have her start as like a shitty CEO who doesn't care, who gets sucked into the computer and like has to, because once they're sucked in the computer, they're the underdog, right? Where it's
Right,
like suddenly
yeah.
you're a prisoner in this world. So it's like take someone powerful, put them in the world, have them have to get the permanence code and fight their way through it, learn that these people have souls, run into Jared Leto in the fucking computer while this other thing is happening on the
He gets
in
her
the-
out. Yeah.
off the grid. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. And I feel like that's simpler than what they did here because
I've only seen Tron Legacy once, so I had forgotten about that aspect of it was in there as well.
yeah.
This one just feels a little bit more like Ready Player One to me. Like you said, it's increasingly more about the corporations. So,
yeah.
yeah,
The part where they go into the original Tron, I gotta say again, is eye rolling and pandering, and I loved it.
right. But again, pandering to who?
Exactly.
Like that's like it's. I feel like that's when it's excusable to me. I feel like when
Yeah,
it's like,
where
this is a
literally
very
when they-
niche fan base here.
yeah. When I was my audience, I saw an IMAX 3D Friday. It was half full at best. And when they went into that world, one guy went woo in the audience. It was like, yeah,
That was me.
It's
that
a
was
lot
that
of
guy.
that.
I was that
Yeah.
guy. I was like, oh, sweet.
3D, by the way. See, this was a good 3D movie, obviously.
It was pretty sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have the problem with it makes everything kind of too dark for me to see.
I have one of my eyes is less good than the other, so I get a little blurriness from 3D.
Yeah, I have bad low light vision.
I can do without 3D. I'm just saying, if you're gonna get high and see something in 3D this weekend,
This is a
this would
good
be the
pick.
one. Don't see the Roof Man in 3D. I don't think Roof Man is good in 3D.
It might be.
Yeah,
You can see Channing's buns in 3D
that's true.
as he showers in the Toys R Us.
It's true. Roof Man. It looks fine.
Are we done?
wanna
We're
re-
talking about other movies now.
No, I don't think so. I just want to note that, let's see. No, I did note that Jodie Turner-Smith and Gillian Anderson, I just wanted them in a movie together. Jeff Bridges maybe there. Jeff Bridges is fine, and he's.
I mean, he's in
brief.
one scene. You can picture exactly what his role is.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's sequel teases. Evan Peters gets sucked off.
He does. Yeah, he escapes into the grid.
Yeah,
he
and like goes into the Dillinger.
Yeah.
Were you at the edge of your seat terrified that a fucking rubber-faced David Warner was going to show up in this?
No, I thought they might have him in the grid as like the big face or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But no.
That would have been okay because the big face is like, it doesn't look like, it wouldn't be like exactly like I could.
No.
Like if it was modeled after his face or something.
Yeah.
But it's like a big grid face. I liked that idea. That's the other thing. Again, I thought there was too many ideas. The opening where it's Jared Leto in this like temple almost, talking to his god and being like, "Who am I? How'd you make me?" And the reveal that the god is just an asshole.
Some dipshit, yeah.
I'm like, that could have been the whole movie too. Like,
yeah,
like that would have been this really weird, cool, vibey movie of him meeting his god and learning that, like him having to fight his way out or something. I don't know. There was a lot of ideas. I just think they could strip it down a bit.
Yeah. Tron doesn't need to be that meditative.
Yeah. Weirdly, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
No. It's retrofuturism.
It's a very stupid idea.
It's 2001. You just put your feet up and vibe.
Yeah. 2001 is deeper than this, although 2001
obviously, yeah. But
yeah. It's like a Dune where everybody's very serious about this silly world they're in, you know? Everybody should be serious. I don't want anybody being like, "Oh, this is stupid." I'm don't tell me it's stupid. I know it's stupid.
What? Okay. Everybody's running around here throwing discs.
Yeah. I enjoyed, I don't know why that he
I
was
would
like
get
this.
up and walk out if
Yeah.
that happened.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It was weird that Jared Leto was into Depeche Mode and 80s stuff. I'm not sure why. I mean,
It's the
I was
Ready
like,
Player One.
Yeah.
That was part of it anyway.
I did like the way they did his character where he's a Data, like you said, where he just sort of talks. And then when he meets Flynn, he suddenly is at a loss for words to describe something. And that's sort of his arc. Is like,
I think he's truly meeting his God in that moment.
Yes. Yeah. I love also that Flynn, so he's dead actually. I'm pretty sure Flynn died in Tron Legacy.
I can't remember. Like I said, I only saw it once, so
he exploded at the he basically like gets them out at the end. Mm-hmm. And he dies doing that, or it's sort of an ambiguous, you know, like did he just?
So they did.
It's
like,
a neo-death.
We don't know if we're gonna get Jeff Bridges back.
Yeah.
So,
and this one, he says like. He's a program in this. He's like an alarm system basically, like because he says like, "Are you real?" And he's like, "I'm real only because you're real," or something. He gives some bullshit answer.
It was a real piece of shit answer.
Yeah,
I'd have walked out there too.
Yeah.
If I was Ares, I'd be like, "All right, I don't need this."
I just love that Flynn has just like after getting sucked off into the computer and vanishing. With his rubber face in Tron Legacy. And he decided to go full, like, I am a god.
Yeah.
Like, I love that he's just like robes, beard. I'm going to speak this way.
He's like the dude.
Yeah. I love that he was just like, yeah, I'm going to be their god.
Yeah, why not? That's why I did this.
Yeah. I would have liked another rubber face Flynn, but whatever. That's just me.
Yeah. We got one on the newsreel. There was a newsreel footage.
Oh yeah,
where
you're
he has
right.
80-year-old Jeff Bridges' voice, but
yeah, it looked better.
They knew how to sort of cover it up by making it old. They put the grain on it, you know, because it was supposed to be old newsreel footage.
Yeah. All right, that's all I have to say.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. You know,
like
it's the
Tron?
third best Tron.
Yeah.
If you like Tron, you'll like this movie.
Yeah. You Yeah, I mean it's again third best
Yeah,
Tron.
it's mid. It's very mid.
Yeah,
But when it's cooking, it's cooking.
exactly.
You will vibe the fuck out for long stretches of this movie.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's it, folks.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
We have a Patreon, patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. GAMEFULLY. Unemployed. For $5 a month, we give. If you give us $5 a month, you get exclusive podcasts like Tom and Jeff Watch Batman, Fox Mulder is a Maniac, Star Trek The Next Futurama, Spiel Boys, Himboos, our brand new Supernatural podcast. You like Supernatural? We got you. We got it. We got it for you. Every Friday night we watch movies with our Patreon subscribers on our Discord. Probably, I think we've watched Tron Legacy at least.
We must have.
Yeah. We probably watched Tron.
We'll probably give the original Tron a spin, and we'll probably give this one a spin.
Yeah, who can say?
Yeah, we're unpredictable like that. We're little rascals.
We're little rascals.
We also have a store. Head over to gamefullyunemployed.com where you can find a link to our Teespring store where we have all kinds of cool original artwork by cool original artists like Michael Vincent Bramley, Starlene Hodge, Justin Brown, and others. So check that out. Please rate and review our podcast wherever you're listening, and check out our new show, Badical, BADICAL, wherever you are listening.
Yeah.
And, don't get sucked off. Or do get sucked off if that's where you
whatever
want to
you
be in the
want.
grid.
Yeah, you got to get sucked off if you want to be in the grid.
It's weird they didn't know what water feels like when they have water in the grid.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. The weapons that make little walls. Those were great. The fighting was awesome. They're little wall weapons. I love that they make little walls. We didn't talk about the action.
That's true. The action was pretty sweet. The action was
they make
boss.
the little staffs are like, we make little walls. And I was like, that's fucking awesome.
That's how you fight in Tron. Walls.
I know.
That's
I love
the discs
the walls.
work. They're covered in tiny walls.
Yeah. God, the walls are... I love the fucking walls.
Mm-hmm.
Tron! Hey, listen, our music is produced by Chris Corlew. You can find him on twitter.com as the Corlew, or go to shipwreckedsailor.bandcamp.com. Our channel artwork is produced by Michael Vincent Bramley. For more of his work, go to mvbramley.art. Our episode artwork is by Justin Brown, available on Twitter as Justin T. Brown or at Artness by JustinBrown.com. And finally, additional artwork is by Starlene Hodge. You can find her work at StarleneArts.com or on Twitter as StarleneX. Cool. Goodbye.